Hello, everybody. I think everything is sorted out and I've got this going right. Um, I hope everyone had a good Valentine's Day. I'm just double checking things at the moment. Okay, it looks like everything's right. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Give me 1 minute. Okay. There. That should do it. Hi, Sharon. I'm going to do a little journal page in a little bit, but first I am going to work on these postcards just a little bit. One of these days I will get all of these postcard books caught up. Well, that pen doesn't work. There we go. I'd like to get them caught up anyways. Oh, good. That pen's not going to work. Hi, Lisa. You're all checked in for your flight. Okay. I was going to text you later, but since you're here right this minute, I'm going to tell you. When you land, before you get off the plane, the minute you land, if you will text me, I will be outside waiting for you when you get out the door. Let me find the lid. Rather than trying to park and come in and do all that, because it's, kind of hard to do. Hi, Julie. Are you checking any baggage? Okay, apparently I don't have a single white pen that's going to write. This irritates me because these are not that old. No, okay. Well, depending upon how many people are coming out, I will try to be, like when you come down the escalators, I'll try to be outside those doors, but I may be further down towards baggage. So just keep an eye out. I'll have my little brown, my little tan rodeo, okay? I'm looking for a white pen. Nothing's working. Yeah, Julie, these, if you don't use them, they dry out. And that's sad because I really like them. But these two look like they might be almost out of ink. This one has lots of ink. But it doesn't want to write. So. And unfortunately, on these postcards, I sometimes need white where it's a dark color. Looks like I already marked these. Or at least a bunch of them. Maybe I'll just punch holes. Because apparently I marked some of them already. These weren't marked. So two options. They may have been, I may have just not marked this whole package, or I may have just picked up a couple of more. I don't know. It's hard telling. But I can't bind them until they all have been marked and all have holes punched. So for a few minutes, I'm going to do this. Then when more people get here, I'll do my little journal page because, that'll be more fun than you watching me punch holes. We were having a discussion this morning, Lisa, and Brandon goes, why does it take her all day to fly? And I'm like, because of how many times she has to change airplanes. But how many times do you have to change airplanes? I mean, I know it's at least 2 to 3. To Seattle and Atlanta, and that Seattle and Atlanta. See, and I told Brandon it was probably either Denver and Atlanta or someplace else. I wasn't sure, but Seattle makes sense. Seattle and Atlanta. He's like, well, it doesn't take a plane that long to fly here, and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't take the plane that long, but it takes that long to travel. You know, coming out of South Dakota, even if we went to Sioux Falls to get on the plane, it still took 2 stops. And if I flew out of Dallas and Denver, yeah, see, and I wondered if it wasn't Denver and Dallas or something like that, because we have had connections in Dallas before. So I know this is not very exciting, but maybe that this is a one I drew. Oh, this is outside of Elkhart, Indiana. We must have been getting work done on the camper. That's pretty normal. And this one is where we drove down this side of Michigan to get to Elkhart. Oh, this is when we had work done and our friends were at, what do you call that? They were at boot camp. So hoping no problem with TSA given the shutdown. Yep. If there is, just text me and let me know. Oh, and you have an actual real bed to sleep in because Jeff and I are going to sleep in the camper. It has gotten warm enough that while we can't fix all of the systems, so it'll be easier for us to stay out there than for you, because it would be hard for me to say what works and what doesn't for you. It's just it'll just be easier for us to stay out there. But you only have to go through it yeah, because you don't have to go outside. Okay, Julie found a white paint pen that works nice. It's cheap, good quality brand we have here called Montmartre, and it doesn't soak into the paper like Posca either. It's a fine bullet tip. Montmartre. I think I've heard that before, but I am going to be looking. I put some kind of white pen on my Amazon thing to look at one time, and that may be it. I'm writing it down, Julie, because I want to double check into it. Comes in a set of colors. Oh, well, then I probably wouldn't purchase, because I don't need anything but white most of the time. Problem is I have not done hardly any art since we got back from our trip. So that's when I'm using them all the time, it's one thing. When I don't use them hardly at all, it's another. Oh, this must have been a day trip where we went around, came across the bridge at Mackinac, went around to look at things. Oh, I should have told y'all that Lisa's not coming on today because they are tiling her new bathroom. Therefore, it's kind of busy and noisy. She said she was feeling better, I think, but it was just gonna not work out today. So I talked to her this morning. Okay, Julie, that sounds good. There's, if you hold this the wrong way, you can't see the dot. There we go. This was a fun campground. We enjoyed it there. We have been deep in planning for our next trip. Sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't. Yesterday did not go very well. It took forever to get a couple of stops in. We just couldn't find what we wanted where we wanted it. And then by the time we didn't get done what we wanted to do. That was what it was, really. So with more and more people living in RVs, campgrounds are more crowded. So it's getting harder to do things kind of just on the fly kind of thing. Okay, so this is stamped. And I think if I remember correctly, I actually used a little fern and I put it on my ink pad and then I laid it on the cardstock. This is actually the little fern, a real one under there. And these are two little, they're like sticker things that were leaves. Hi, Teresa. If I've missed somebody coming in, hello, and I'm really glad you're here. Like I said, I'm going to do this just a few more minutes, and then I'm going to get busy and make a little journal page. Might come back to this after a while. Mostly because I'd really like to get these done. Oh, Lisa, HHR is all ready for you to drive. Brandon finished everything up today that he was going to do on it. Now he's working on his Uncle Perry's car, so his parts didn't come, so he didn't get to finish that. So, okay, we'll just put this away for right now, and we'll work on it again some more. I think I need to make covers for that one, so maybe we'll look at that and see about that later. Okay, little journal page, yes. See what we can do. Oh. Let's take out the, this is my little, bin. I will. He, it just, he wanted to put transmission fluid in it. He had checked it over last weekend. And he said that he wanted to put some transmission fluid in before you came. So he got that all sorted and in. Oh, look, this is really cute. Uh-oh, that didn't focus good. Just a minute. Let me get the focus thing on. See, isn't it cute? It's just a stick with a leaf on it. Let me turn that off now because, and I may be, I think I'm in a little too tight. I finally figured out what was going on with the Zoom. There, that's better. Okay, so if we use this, I've got this little piece of bark. Maybe a piece of that and that instead of this. There's a funny mushroom. Little black tag. Those are pieces of leather, kind of, fake leather. Little leaves. Let's see what. Oh, here's another piece of that. That would be good. Those were just some really cute images. There's another one. Wonder about this. Wonder what we could do with that. Let's put them both out. Oh, here's some more bark. I am kind of pulling like, what do you call it? Kind of very neutral tones. I don't know yet what I'm doing, so I'm just pulling stuff out. Here is a bunch of little threads. Okay. And I'm about done picking out stuff because I probably won't use all that anyways. Okay, let's go with what we got. See if we can do something with it. Oh. Okay, Julie sent the photo for the pen she was talking about. I've seen that brand somewhere. I really have. I'm not sure where, but I've seen them. Thing of it is these are bullet tips, but the gel pen that I like is so much finer tip. So But thank you for sending that, Julie. Okay, we're gonna put that back. And okay, there we go. I have a mess, as usual. It's a shame you can't get the pens individually. Yeah, open source pens are, I much prefer things I can buy open source where you can just get one of something, because I have learned I use very, very little in colors. Black and white seems to be, but the bullet tips are extremely fine. Okay. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got a whole pile of little stuff, all kind of neutral. Mm-hmm. Putting it on a plain neutral background, I'm thinking it might be a really good white pen called Panda Fly. Okay. PANDAFLY, and it comes in a 3-pack. Okay. Sharon, do you know what like tip size it is? Does it say? Jelly Roll 10. Yeah, see, this is a Pilot G2 7, and I liked it, but it has decided to quit writing too. So, and usually these Pilot G2s are really good. That's what I use all the time to write with. Of course, this is an 05. It's a very fine, it's they call this ultra fine tip. This is what I use to write with on a daily basis, because I don't like a thick tip to write with. But these are a broader tip, and so I had tried this one and I really liked it, but all of a sudden it has decided to dry up too. So who knows? I think if I put what I'm thinking of with this stuff onto a plain brown paper, it'll just get lost. So I think I'm going to use this page, but I need some little clippies. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, what did you caught on? Okay. I will look those up though, Sharon, because there was a, somewhere along the line I saw something on somebody's channel about really good white pens, and but I can't remember because, of course, you know, I've kind of spaced it. That's kind of cute, but it's too small to make a pocket, I think. What would happen if we need a pocket with that? This is just a little sticker. 05, 08, and 10. Ooh, so it is a multiple size in a 3-pack. Ooh. Okay, do I get to get on Amazon? Oh dear, how funny. Okay, I'll look as soon as I get offline tonight because I don't have to cook dinner. I have lots of leftovers, so I don't have to cook dinner tonight. That's a hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. That would make a cute little pocket. Yep. Okay, we're going to make a pocket with that. But I might need some clippies to hold that on because this almost feels like it might be real leather. I have no idea where it came from. Janet Young and Dee Dee used them. That's how you got them. Okay. I just did that crooked. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Well, and the other thing is that my local stores, as far as these ones I used to like so much, just a minute, let me glue this down. As far as this one goes, this Signal pin, they've gone to where you can only buy a 3-pack. So it's, you know, because a lot of times a 3-pack is just going to mean that they go bad faster. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I better put it in there. Okay, now we have a pocket. Now we have to make something to go in the pocket. We can't get them in your shops, yeah. Well, and it's gotten to where there's a lot of things I can't get local. I just have to order it. It's okay. All right, so that gives me a pocket. Now I have to have some little, I need some things to tuck in. So well, like I said, I don't think that we're getting much of anything like that either, Julie. Well, you know what? I have. Do I want to use that? That's kind of big. Yeah, that's too big. It's going to be too bulky. I can possibly cut something down. There's a little turquoise right there on the edge of that. Maybe I can use some of these turquoise ones to, yeah, that's what we'll think about. There is a tiny little turquoise dot on this sun. So I'm thinking these might be fun, but now they probably need to be covered up on the back. Okay. Shoot. Okay. That means I need some kind of something to cover the backs. Well, how about that? Now, that couldn't have been any more. Can't spend much any more so than means it costs more, which can't get it. Yeah. I pulled this out of my scrap drawer and look, it's the exact right size to put on here. So let's okay. They put an ad in my live stream. Okay, that's weird. Okay, Sharon just sent me a picture of the other ones that they're using. Okay, it's Panda Fly gel pens, large capacity design. They pop up over the chat. Okay, let me okay, I am going to see if I can fix that, okay? So do me a favor, if I lose you, I will be right back, okay? I will have to start a new stream, but let me see if I can fix that. Because that's not normal. Okay, I'm going to be right back, okay, guys? Okay, if you can still hear me, let me know. I am still trying to straighten out, make sure everything's sorted. Because I know they put what you call it's over top of my okay. Wow, that fixed chat. Let's see if we can get ads. Okay, you guys can hear me. All right, so I didn't lose you, and I didn't lose my stream, so I think we're good. There was a weird thing in StreamYard today, so I know on the recording they put ads, but usually it's not in my live stream. So okay, it looks kind of normal. I don't know. Okay, well, you'll have to let me know if you get some more. All right, let's see how this works. If we can do this, and then this. Okay. Okay, now we are going to, yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this on and then flip this back over so that it's part of that. Yep, yep, yep. You know, I'm sorry, guys, that it was on there in the first place. So, Sharon, I'm assuming you got those pins on Amazon. I'm making that assumption. Well, okay, thank you. Because like I said, we getting art supplies anymore is getting more and more difficult all the time. Hobby Lobby has gone to where all they carry basically is their own brand of stuff, which I have never been exactly fond of. Joann's is gone. Our Michaels has gotten, we actually have two of them close. I mean, I can get to two different ones, but neither one of them are really have much. I go in, I don't even go in that store anymore hardly. And as big as Pensacola is, we do not have an art supply store. So and I get I used to get to go to Dick Blick whenever we went to Omaha, but with Brandon not living there, we don't go there. So you know, there might be a Dick Blick in Portland, Maine this year. I will have to check and see. Portland probably has an art supply store too. That'll be probably, well, Buffalo might have something too. I don't know how many days we'll have in Buffalo. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first because this one's kind of looks interesting. And I'm going to fold this over it like this. I think I'm going to glue it down. I have these cute ribbons, which I think they're way too big, but maybe if I trim the whole thing. Let's see what happens. Stapler, where did you go? Do I have any kind of turquoise ink? Turquoise ink. I think that would be good. Let's see what happens. Then it's going to need a word. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, a word. Let's put this down. Right there. All right, now a word. A word, just a plain word, not a statement, not a thing, just a word. And I like this word that says wander. So that's the word I'm going to use. Hi, Dana. Ouch. I'll stick my finger with that pen. Okay. One tag down to go in my little thing. I backed two more here. I had somewhere under here, I had a piece of, it looked like, it's hiding under the stapler. It's like, what do you call this? It's kind of tan and kind of looks like deli paper or tissue paper. I'm not sure. I'm going through my paint pens and dilutions ones are not working, so they went to the bin. Yep. We had to have a plumber this last week, and therefore, we had to empty the entire bathroom closet. And in doing so, found that there was a whole bunch of junk in that closet that shouldn't have been there anymore. It should have been gone already. It was a interesting day when I started trying to put the stuff back into the closet. I like that. Anyways, I managed to throw away about 3 not garbage sacks, but grocery store plastic bags of stuff out of that closet because it was that old and that nasty. It's like, okay, why is this stuff even in my closet? I need to do a lot more of that. But okay, this I never find this to be a lot of fun to try to get all of this stuff out of there. That was interesting. That blade's about to fall off. That was not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Got this when we were in Amarillo last year with where we ran into Lisa. My friend bought that for me. And rather than living over by my sewing machine, it's here to so that it's easier to take apart books when I have to take apart books. But this piece of fabric doesn't want to fray. I wanted it frayed. Now, that may be asking too much of this piece of fabric. There we go. You just got to get it started somehow. This would be good TV watching stuff if you watch TV. To sit and fray little pieces of fabric. Because it so is anybody working on anything today? I haven't seen Barbara come in. Did Barbara tell me she wasn't going to be able to be here today? I don't remember. Well, it's fraying, just not very fast or very well. There we go. It's got a few frayed edges, and that's what I wanted. I was thinking about that, but I don't think that's what I'm going to do. I don't like it. Priming and trying all your Montmartre paint brands. Yay! Watch more YouTube than TV these days. Mostly tutorials, planning your classes. Yeah. If I'm sitting watching something, it's probably YouTube something. Every once in a while, I'll maybe watch a movie or something, but that's very rare. Okay, I don't like it at all. Don't like it. So I sat and did that and didn't like it. That's okay. That's not bad. Oh, let's cover that pokey thing up before I stab myself. The new Frankenstein. Okay. I didn't realize there was a new one. See how much I know? This is always hard to get back into this little tube, but it does protect my fingers. Okay. I don't like that either. Okay, that's just where we're going to be today. Okay. Let's see what we can do differently. Maybe we can do something different. First off, I know I need to fix this staple back here. So while I'm playing with this, maybe we'll just... Huh, okay. Well, Jeff watches a fair amount of Netflix. I don't even watch a lot of that. I will have to tell him. I just don't like the staples on the back, so I'm just fixing it. Since I can't seem to make another tag, we're just gonna put this one in there for now and see. There was this. Okay, this says, nothing makes me so happy as to observe nature and to paint what I see. Henry Rousseau. I don't know that I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a drink of tea will help. It's certainly not working to get a tag made. I got these out because I was going to use these little pieces of bark. I might actually like that. But I don't think it goes with this. That's the thing. Okay, let's look for some other little piece of something that maybe will go. Because that's definitely not working. I hate when I have days like this and I have this indecision thing where I can't figure out how to make something work. Okay, let's see if we can do something with. I was thinking maybe. I wish I could understand why you didn't like the first two. Oh, I don't know. They just didn't they just didn't seem like they belonged, and they seemed like they were too rustic to go in this page. They might have been all right for some other day when it was a different page kind of thing. Now then, we have to see if we can make some kind of little. See, now I'm liking this. Okay, not really like the first one. Yeah, just not the same vibe. Does that make sense? Yeah. I think that was it. I think it's just not right the same vibe. Not that these are going to be any better. This one's any better, but it's just. Okay, I had another piece here. Where did it go? 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Oh, that's upside down. It would help if I turned it right side up now, wouldn't it? Down. Yep. I kind of like that. Yep, like the ribbon. Uh-huh. You can see how this one matches more than, yeah. It's, I don't know. It's about the feel of what they were doing. It wasn't like the others were bad. It just they didn't feel right to go with this other one. And I'm not sure, this circle's a little small, so I may get a bigger circle. I'm gonna look because I've got enough piece of paper to do that. So before I glue that circle on, I'm gonna try it with a bigger circle just to look at it. Because this circle is fine. It's just, it's not quite what I want, I don't think. I think I'd like a slightly bigger circle. Which is too big. Well, this one may be too big. We'll see, but I think this one may be too big. So we may have to go with the little one. I like the bigger circle better. Yep, yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, now then, let's ink the whole thing. I think this one needs inked too, but only on the blue part. Yeah. Okay, now this one needs a word. I think we will use, yes, destination. Okay. And of course, 2 is not enough, so we're going to have to make a third one. But those look a little bit more like they belong together. And then they can just go in there. We really ought to try to bring that color out, though. Oh, I forgot to fix the staple on the back, so. There. Okay, now what are we going to do with this one? No, Julie, I can't say that I have. Although, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if creepy crawlies crawled around in my studio because we have a lot of creepy crawlies here in Florida. Nope. They can stay away from you? Yeah. I would like it if they stayed away from me too. Those are too small. That scrap went in the trash can. You haven't seen this one's in your new apartment yet, yeah. Mm-hmm. We came home from a trip once and I found we have these little tiny lizards, itty bitty ones, you know, they're about this big. And he was dead on my studio table. All dried up. It was like, okay, I don't know where you came from, but You don't need to be in my studio. Okay, I'm going to look and see if there's a piece of something else that will make me happy, because that's just not. That's too big. Oh dear me. How about a piece of washi tape? Do we think we might have a piece of washi tape that would look good? Oh, how about one of these? Yeah, let's take a look at one of those, because they might mimic or kind of go with that first piece I did. Oh. I just found that in my little stash of stuff too. So, okay, that might work. Oh, how about this? Using more than one of these. With this little circle right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's going to need a bow on the top of it too, though. So, okay. Okay, there's that one. Let's make sure we put these on right side up. There's that one. This one is going to go like that. Oh. I hate to say this, but this is taking forever today. They didn't go together real well today. This one can go just like that. Yeah. Just like that. Okay. Now, I don't think travel is the word I want now. Where's my other words? This one says dreams, and I think that's a good word for this one. If I missed anybody coming in because I wasn't paying attention, I'm sorry. I'm really glad y'all are here. And Lisa, I'm assuming that the ads stopped. I don't know where Barbara is today, Julie. She may have told me that she had something she had to do, and I don't remember. She may have told me she wouldn't be here this week. They sing and do things with their church. They did. Okay, they stopped. Julie's still getting them. Gosh. Don't know what to do, dear. And Sharon's had 2. Well, I'm not sure what to do to make them go away right now. Ads all the time. Julie gets ads all the time. Well, nobody's ever mentioned them before, so it's probably something new. Okay, the ink on the edges. I need to ink the edges. Okay. I think Jeff has about got his Jeep put back together, which is a good thing. All right, now we need a bow for this one. So this was a piece of ribbon that got used for something else. And it's been in my little box for a while. So and I know that you cannot tell what I'm doing, but I'm taking a already piece of knotted ribbon and doing something different with it. That's turning it into a little smaller bow. There. Yeah, it worked pretty good. But I will need to tie a better knot. Go out and be back in again. Okay. Okay, Julie. Uh-huh. Um, I did go back into StreamYard and changed the way I came in because I thought maybe that had done it. So it could have been that. Okay, I am liking that. That's looking pretty cute. Okay, but now we're going to staple it on there. Yep. Okay. And I think we need to have about that much. Man, now we got to get rid of the thing on the back. I forgot to put the glue down. Duh. Okay. All right. I think that does it. I'm happy with that. So we have a cute little pocket. Let me see. Are we focusing or not here today? Focus. Let me find it. First, I have to find the cursor. There we go. Thank you, Sharon. I'm kind of liking how it came out. Focus. Okay. So let's see. Can you see that little sun? It's hard to see when there we go. All right. So there's that. And we did this one. And we did this one. And then we did this one. So ta-da! I'm liking it. Came out okay. It's February 15th, 2026. Oh, thanks, guys. I think it came out okay. And I used up quite a few of my little scrappies out of my scrap bin, so that's kind of pretty good. This one goes back in the other thing. That stuff all goes in the actual bin of things to never return. Okay, we need to go in that drawer. Stop being a pain. I have to pick this stuff up, but I didn't use my little stick, which is what I wanted to use in the first place. See? You just never know. You pull something out and that's not what you end up using. Oh dear. Okay, where's my little... Basically, this is the almost trash bin. So It's the things that I really should probably just put in the trash. But, you know, we can't do that, can we? Those are 2 words that we need. That has a nice rusty pin on it. Okay, let's see here. I think those things can go in the trash. Now I have 3 more circles I added to my little box. I'll put that in because it's probably useful for something. Oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go. But you use out of it all the time. I do use out of it all the time. And if I've picked my table up, used to be a lot of times I would find that stuff on the table and I would use it off the table. You know, leftover pieces. There'd be leftover pieces from whatever project I was working on. But I have found that I can't work because the table's so messy. So it works better to have a little basket, stick it in there, and then not have to try to figure out where to, you know, where to dig for something. So I just clean it up, put it in that basket is all. Okay. I found these and stuff when I was cleaning. I don't know if they're any good. I was gonna get out a piece of something and scribble with them and see if they're any good. Who knows how old they are. Oh, they're, yeah. That one was good. Okay. Well, I'm not going to have to go through them all. It looks like they're perfectly good markers. Okay. Don't know why some of them are black and some of them are white, because like this one's black, but this one, these are white. Colors are kind of off, but that's hard to tell. They look like they're perfectly good, so that's, I'll have to look at some, maybe I can pack those up to take with me. So, a crafter's dilemma, yeah. Paint pens in on the desk and take something out of one thing they will fit in, but now looking for where to put the things I took out. Well, there you go. I somehow or another found this, what do you call it? It's like, actually was, I think, a CD rack thing, but it has, just a minute, it has these drawers. And because it has these drawers, they can all be laid down like they're supposed to be. And well, except that I got some new markers recently. And so I ended up having to put them in my spinny rack in a box. But that's what happens when you have stuff you shouldn't really have when you got too much. 2 big jobs when I get home is the bookshelves and your file drawers. Well, I'll tell you what, it was very satisfying going through the bathroom stuff, but we had to take everything out of the bathroom closet. I mean, everything, because they had to replace from under the house all the way up the wall through to do a new shower head. The shower head wasn't bad, but the faucet was, and our walls are 6 inches thick. And Jeffrey, I said, call the plumber. It's very expensive, but it was worth not having to fight with it. It was just one of those, I'm just tired of fighting with this thing. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I'm not sure. I am just scribbling. Just because it felt like fun. I was going to bring you all the way in. See if I can get you closer. The motorbike person? Uh-huh. Okay. That was fun. That might be fun. You know, I was talking about that 100-day project. I think I was talking about it last week. Some little scribble art might be fun. I might think about that because that would be something that would be, not, it wouldn't take a lot of time. And Teresa, did you just send me something? I was going to say, Lisa asked me about the 100-day project the other day, and I thought I had. I was thinking I still had a email. I was going to tell you about it. There's also an index card a day project. And the 100-day project is one of those things where it's not necessarily mixed media or the likes of that, because what happens is it's for all kinds of artists. So it ends up being sent a small video that, okay, I'll watch it later then. But the index card a day project, your art ends up being on an index card. So, it starts in, seems to me it starts the end of May. What? Oh, excuse me. I kind of like that. That was kind of fun. Ha ha ha. It won't let you share? Which group are you trying to get into, Teresa? Oh, it's going to find my glue books now. I thought maybe I'd do a glue book page. Either that or maybe do a doodle. I'm not sure what I'll do. I still have these cards to doodle on, so I might do that instead. Not sure. Let's look at this. I don't have any paint, I don't think. I don't think I painted anything, so I would need to paint a page and let it dry. Which I can do. Facebook, this, that, and chat. Yeah. I don't know why it won't let you share. I was just looking. There's not many pages left in here. I'm doing pretty well at finishing this project. So I think I will put some paint on one of these. I'm just looking for a paint color that I like. It's called Merlot, but it's kind of an eggplanty color. I think I bought it because it was as close to the eggplanty color as I could find. And this one's called Toasted Marshmallow. Lunch Fairy brought your restaurant leftovers from last night. Yay! Our friends fixed us hamburgers last night. We were trying to get some more of our trip planned out, so we had hamburgers last night, but I had already fixed several things, so I wouldn't have to cook this weekend. And I'm going to excuse myself because excuse me for sneezing. Oh, because I have to sneeze. That's what I was going to say. Okay. That's got to dry before I can. Oh, man. Before I can work on it. So I'll put it up here and let it get dry. And we'll work in this one. Now then, am I too close? No, I'm good. Okay, let's see what we got left in here. I'm sure we've got something. There's a page. Oh yeah, we got a few pages left. Okay, well, we're just going to work on this one. Let's put these away because that way they're out of the way. Okay, but we need some relatively large images. I think my tea fairy is still outside. I think I heard somebody come in and get some food, but I'm sure he went right back outside. It was supposed to rain all day today, and it rained last night instead. leaving today reasonably sunny. It's supposed to rain again later tonight, but right now it's kind of sunny, so it's like working out where he can get some work done, which is really good. Hmm. That's kind of cool. I wonder if first let's get this white piece off of it. Where's my solar scissors? Ooh, I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. But is that bird on there? No, he needs to be on the page. So let's put this down first. Hi, Barbara. You got your head turned in a Zoom today. Okay. Well, I finished my little journal page. It took a while, but I made 3 little tags. To go in a pocket. Okay, I was looking for my glue book thing. Yeah, there we go. We were wondering where you were. Okay, so I'll put this on so that that one bird is on there. Let's see. Right at the top, yeah. Okay, then when I put this one on, yes, okay. Yeah, that turquoisey color. It came out kind of fun. It took me a while. I was having trouble with it. It didn't come together right away. I kept doing things I didn't like. Okay. Yeah, the show and tell part of anything like that would be one thing you wouldn't want to leave. I can understand that. Okay, so now we just got to trim these off. And then we have to find some other images that can go over the top of that because I really like it, but I think it needs something more. Okay. Okay. You splash red paint all over your desk. I'm going to be on a little while, yes. Yeah, a little while longer. I'm probably going to get off about 4. My back is starting to ache, so that will probably be about as long as I can last. Okay, we need some little pictures to go on there. So I don't know what I want yet, but something maybe. So, yeah, go get something to eat. I think a book of backgrounds could get your creative thoughts moving. Yes. Um, thanks, Teresa. I don't know. It's got kind of it's got kind of tight today. Probably because I was moving stuff around. I've been trying to find my house. It's not happening very well, but I've been trying to find it. Bird could be going after the dragonfly. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't think so. Oh, let's see. Is there anything that I really like? I kind of like that Adirondack chair. Or would I rather like the dogs? That's kind of interesting. Doggy's standing on the wire too. He's balancing. Uh-oh, I didn't realize that was doing that. I'm sorry. Just a minute, I'll fix the focus. Frustrating big time on my back wouldn't let me keep going. Yes. And live in that? Just one big room? They make the cutest little tiny houses in sheds. It's it amazes me sometimes what they can do in a shed. Uh, I mean, we have our motorhome is huge. I mean, we don't need for traveling. We don't now. I don't know where I'd store all my stuff if I went to something small. That's my problem. Kind of like the dogs better. And this bird isn't in a nest, but I don't like that. Well, maybe over there. Take part of him off. I kind of like that. Okay. You know, I do take a fair amount now, not like I used to, because I just don't have time to work on anything. Uh, I mean, very often I come home, if I get my mom's postcard made, I'm done because I'm tired and we've had a long day of whatever we've done, and if that's the case, then I don't really, have time to do a lot of other things. Okay, kind of like, hmm, let's cut this out and see what it looks like. So, yes, I carry art supplies, but not like I used to. Um, and what's really funny is this motorhome, while it doesn't have the same kind of storage, it has more weight capacity. So technically, I could carry more stuff, but I'm trying to not take things that I don't need, um, or won't use. Okay, Lisa. I don't know if I'm putting that on there or not. I'm debating what I'm putting on here. Honestly, I think I like the dogs better than that. Just because it says it's like, okay, duh. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything else that I think I can make go on there right. May just be that background with the dogs on it. May just be. Yep, I think it's just going to be the background with the dogs on it. Oh, I guess I could hang some shoes on the line on the wire. Yep, maybe I'm going to hang shoes on the wire. Yeah. I think so. But these puppy dogs, I think, really need to be standing on that. Excuse me. Mm. Um, you like the shoes? Okay. And your back. Let me know if you get delayed somewhere. Tomorrow. But I'll be waiting for your text for when you land. That always seems to work well when I'm picking somebody up. But I like the shoes up there too. I think that they go They kind of go with the dog fetching the stick, too. This dog is very confident. He can even tightrope walk with a stick in his mouth. This dog looks like he's going to fall off any second. Oh, I like how it came out. So funny. All right. Okay. That's, yeah, I like that one. Okay, let's see if this is dry enough to work with. Yeah, it's still a little damp, but it's dry enough to work with. I don't know why. I was thinking maybe this. Let's finish cutting this out. Have you got a bird brain? Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Think of the story could write about that. Yes, Lisa, that's right. Uh-huh. I do apparently have birds on the brain today, Teresa. There was a woodpecker at the feeder again this morning. So ouch. Suppose the cat will get the bird? Probably not. Maybe we should switch it up and have a buffalo. Maybe the buffalo would make me happy in there. Kind of like the buffalo today. Oh, look, we have some binoculars. Maybe we can watch the buffalo with the binoculars. Binoculars. Oh, here's back another bird. We got a duck. Okay, so we have a buffalo and a duck and some binoculars to watch them all. Uh-oh. Did I just throw things on the ground? It kind of looked like it. Um, oh, looks like there's a tree. Maybe we can hide it behind the tree. Maybe the teddy bear should ride the buffalo. Think the buffalo would let the teddy bear ride him? I doubt it. But I kind of like him riding him. I don't like the tree. The big bird. I kind of like that, but it's not quite right. Maybe the basket on the duck's back so he can carry his fish home. Okay. Did we see a basket? I will have to look for the basket because I've pushed things around, not sure where it's at. I buried it. I'm sure I buried it. I'm quite sure I buried it. Uh-huh. Mhm. Okay. That's when you start moving stuff one thing at a time. Uh-huh. Okay. That kind of looks like a basket. It's not a basket, but it kind of looks like a basket. Looks too much like a ring. Maybe it's not a basket. Okay. Uh, was this it? I'll tell you what, he could have a compass on his back so he knows where he's supposed to be going. Yep, that was it. It kind of looks like a ring. I'm not I don't know. It looks so much like a ring to me. Maybe he could put a compass on his back so he knows where he's supposed to go. Or a candle so he could light his way home. I like the compass better. Oh, but now you can't see the page. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I think there we go. I think that's. Mm-hmm. Not sure if these party girls need to they need to have the binoculars though. No, I don't think so. I think the binoculars just need to go up there by themselves. Just for the sake of it, I think so. Although, you might put that. No, I don't like that. I like them by themselves. Yeah, I think I like that like that. Okay, that it is. That was easy. Okay, Julie, I'm maybe gone because my back is starting to really hurt. Okay, let's do this page first. Let's get the duck stuff down. And put the compass on his back. Okay. And then get these binoculars. Yeah, I think when I finish this, I'm probably going to stop for the day just because I was going to stay until 4, and I know Barbara's gone and wanted to come back, but I didn't realize how much my back was hurting until just a minute ago. I can't believe the buffalo's letting this teddy bear ride here in his back. I really can't. Okay, there we go. Oof, 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 oof. Okay. I have to clean that mess up now. Ta-da! Very simple, but I kind of like it. And then I did this one. Oops, there we go. And we did a little journal page. And I worked on my postcard book a little bit. So I think, yeah, it's almost a quarter till. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go. Barbara, if you come back and I'm gone, I'm sorry. I just can't sit here much longer. So love you all, guys, and I'll see you next week. Yeah, I shouldn't have any reason why I can't be on next weekend. So I'll see you next Sunday. Maybe Lisa will be able to come on with me. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.